I created this Trinity Bible study for one of my closest Jehovah Witness friends. As a fundamental Baptist myself, my Jehovah Witness friends kept telling me that we as Baptists got most of our Trinity verses out of the New Testament, and that the Old Testament doesn't teach Trinity at all. So with that in mind, let's find out if the Bible teaches Trinity by comparing both the Old and the New Testament Bible scriptures.
Okay, the Father loves us more than Jesus loves us. Okay, this would have to be true in this sense because in John 3:16 it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." So, for God to love us so much, to give his only Son to us, shows that he loved us, and he loved us greatly. When we read the definition of love and the extension of love to such a degree, the Son tells us something a little bit more about love. In John 15:13, okay, it shows us that the Son actually loved us more than the Father loved us. Because in John 15:13 it says, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." So clearly Jesus is making the statement that he has chosen to lay down his life for us, for mankind. And he did that. And according to this verse, okay, which we already would understand, is that there is no greater love. Okay? For what Jesus did, he surpassed the Father's love. Yes, the Father loved us. He gave his only begotten Son. But in this particular teaching, the Son loved us greater than the Father. And since we know God is love, then we have a problem. Because how can the Father be outgraded by the Son, okay, in love? It's a conflict of the very definition of love. If Jesus is God, then there is no higher definition or no higher appointment of love than what Christ did when he laid down his life. When you say the Father, okay, through Christ, that the Father was, or God himself was actually giving his life and laying his life down, then that puts the highest precedence on love you can have if Jesus is God. If Jesus is not the one true God, okay, then Jesus has been able to show a higher form of God than the Father, which goes in the very conflict or the very essence or the very understanding of God being love. So I think that's a very strong conflict for the non-Trinitarians to take on. But no conflict with me, because if it's greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends, and Jesus did that, he proved it, and if he is God, then that proves he is the greatest of all love shown, okay, of all the universe that ever will be or ever will be again, than anything. And so that's why God is love, and you can't beat God's love. It's so far beyond us in understanding.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch the next video explaining the examples of the Old and New Testament Trinity verses.